Listen, I know exactly what it's like to be in your position right now. It's real frustrating not knowing how to make your first fucking song, bro. Trust me, I've been there and I've done that, and I kind of want to get you away from that. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a full blueprint that you can just follow on your own terms to make your very first rap song. I'm going to show you all of the things that you need to make your vocals sound good, how to fit them on the beat, how to download your beats, and how to put them into the FL Studio, which is the program that we're going to use, and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to show you all the steps that you need to know, so follow along with this entire video, and by the end of this, you're going to know how to make your very first rap song. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to find a beat that we're going to use. So the way to do that is we just go on YouTube, and what we want to do is we want to just search an artist and then a type beat for them. So what you would just do is search the artist and then type beat right after it, and then you just scroll down until you find one that looks kind of cool, and then you click it, and once you listen to it and see if it sounds good, try and like kind of hum over it, like blah 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 blah, just do that. And then what you want to do when you actually like this certain beat is you come up here and you click right after this E and you put PI in there, just like this, YouTube PI. And then what it's going to do is it's going to take you to this website where you can now download the beat just like this. So you click audio and then you click convert, and then it'll say download once it's done loading. Download, and then it'll download to your PC. Now I already have a beat right here. This is I by Jace if you want to go listen to the actual song, because this is not my song. It is a song by Jace. But I have the beat here, and now we want to get started with recording our vocals. So what do? Now we come to insert one. So we click up here, and then this is just, it's called the mixer channels. This right here is just, they're all called mixers, and this is how we apply effects onto the certain things in our song. So what we need to do is we need to come to insert one, and what we need to do is we need to route our vocals to this insert one. In order to do that, we're going to click this right here and then click this. Now yours is going to look like this. So what we want to do is click this. Now we can't hear ourselves. We're also going to click insert two, and we're going to do that the same thing. And now we're going to route our insert one to insert two, just like this. So now what's happening is our mic is coming through here, it's going down here, it's routing to insert two. But then yeah, once you've done that, now you're ready to start recording your vocals. So what do? We click this button right here. Now what we want to do is add an auto-tune artist onto this insert one. I'm using Antrez, as you can see. If you don't have Antrez, just go get it. It's the best auto-tune plugin that you could probably buy, I would say. And then what we want to do in order to configure the auto-tune is we need to play the beat with an auto key on the master. So on the master track, add an auto key, and then we're just gonna play it like this. Now just for now, just copy my settings. So 3 retune speed, 20 flex tune, and 15 humanize. You can tweak this after, so don't worry about it if it doesn't sound good. But yeah, now we just want to start recording vocals. So click this button right here, and we're just going to start recording some vocals. Now in order to hear what this sounds like, we just got to come to this insert 2 and then click this, and now let's see what it sounds like.
I done put a little money on her, now she thinking she could turn up. I like to spend money, and I think it's funny when she thinks she gonna get high.
Okay, now we're ready since we've recorded out some raw vocals, now we are ready to put on some effects to this insert 2. We don't want to put our effects on insert 1 simply because we're just using this for auto-tune itself, and then I'm going to show you why we do that in just a little bit. But what we're going to do now is we're just going to throw on a preset. So I'm going to give you this preset for free. If you want to, you can download this preset in the second link in the description. It's a free community. I give this preset away for free, so you can go join that second link in the description right now. But yeah, once you drag it on, it's going to look like this, and I'm going to show you how to tweak it for your own vocals. But now that we have this preset on, let's see what it sounds like.
I like to spend money, and I think it's funny when she thinks she gonna get high. She want me to meet my demise. I just want her to believe in me.
Okay, so now we've applied the effects, we have to kind of tweak it to our vocals. So I'm just going to run through this really quickly, and then we're going to move on to the next step. So the first thing that we need to tweak is just this fruity limiter right here. This is just cutting out static. So as you can see when I'm not talking, it's cutting out right here. All that you need to do to tweak this is just listen to your own vocals and see where the static is, and then just put this threshold knob right above where that static is. So just like this, you see? Now if I put it too high, it's gonna start cutting out way too much. As you can see now, it's literally cutting out my vocals here. So we just want to put it like just right above, not too far. The next thing that we have is compressor. Keep the ratio the same because that's just the amount of compression it's actually applying. So we don't want to tweak that. What we want to tweak is the threshold and the gain. So depending on how low you turn the threshold, this is like when it's actually turning the compression on. So if you want more compression, just turn this down, and then when you do turn this down, it's naturally going to sound quiet. So the way to make that up is just with this. If you don't know what compression is literally just, it's a way of taking these louder parts, so like right here, and like right here, and it's just condensing them down to these lower parts. So anytime that we go above a certain point, so say we set the point to like right here, it's all in terms of volume in the compressor itself, but let's say that the volume was like right here, the threshold was like right here, then when we go above that, so like right here, it's just gonna bump the volume of the sound down. So then since it's bumping it down, it's going to get kind of quiet. So we use the gain knob to like fix that. So blah, blah, blah. If you don't understand any of this shit, like you don't understand EQs, you don't understand compression, and you want like a blueprint where I lay it out all for you in a bunch of videos, and then you get a community on top of it where I will literally help you one-on-one, give you feedback on your music, answer all of your questions 24/7, where you can literally get on call with me and ask me questions, ask for feedback, and I'll do it live. You just want everything that you need when it comes to making music. The best opportunity that you have right now is to join with the first link in the description to my community. It does cost money, I will tell you, but I can absolutely guarantee you, for the people that spend the money on it to join it, they will 100% see the results with their music. And it's not even that expensive, bro. It's literally like $1 a day right now. So just go first link in the description and go fucking join that community. I give you so much fucking shit in there, it's insane. But yeah, the next effect that we have is an EQ. So with this EQ, we're literally just cleaning the vocals up a little bit. So all that this is doing is it's just finding the shit frequencies, like right here, and it's boosting a little bit, and then it's cutting here, cutting just a bunch of the low ends, and just, you know, getting rid of a bunch of the dirty frequencies. So if I turn this up, this is how I did this, by the way. I would turn it up and I would listen to the vocals and find a frequency that sounds like shit, and then I would just turn it down. So like right here, for example, I'll show you what I mean.
I like to spend money and I think it's funny when she thinks she gonna get high. She want me to meet my demise. I just want her to believe in me.
Right there, it didn't sound good, so I just did that for every single band that you see here. So you can just copy the same, but just make sure that you go left and right to find the ones that actually sound bad for you. The next EQ that we have, and by the way, I'm using EQ2, not EQ1, so if you're confused why yours doesn't look like this, it's probably because you're not using EQ2. Anyway, what I've done here is I've used this one to actually shape the vocals more. So this last one was used just strictly for cutting out the bad frequencies that didn't sound good. This one is to actually shape the vocals into something that actually sounds good. So what I've done here is I've just big cut right here. We're cutting out a lot of the low ends. Don't do too harsh of a cut on the low ends because it can kind of ruin it'll make your vocals sound pretty thin, and we don't want that. So I've just cut like a little bit out of the low end here. I've done a dip right here that looks like this. I've done a dip right here. So we're just removing a lot of the bass, low, mids, because those tend to clash with the beat and we don't want that. And so then what else I've done is I've done a boost right in the mid area right here. I've done a little bit of a cut here because this area right here tends to be harsh. So I just always tend to cut right there. Then I have a boost here and a boost here. This is just to give clarity in the vocals. Now, if you're confused on like the different areas of EQing, you don't understand like what frequency areas are what, in my free community, I have a cheat sheet that just shows you. No, actually, it's in my paid community. My bad. My paid community members just get more of a service from me. But I have like a cheat sheet in there that shows you all of the different areas. If you don't want to join the paid community, it's fine. You can probably just find the cheat sheet online. But yeah, if you just look up EQ cheat sheet, you'll probably find one that's like pretty good, and it'll tell you all the different areas of an EQ, so you understand like what sounds are in what areas. Then the next thing I have is just a fruity chorus. This just gives like a little bit more uniqueness to the vocals. I kept it all as default, but then I've just turned it down right here. Then I have a sound goodizer on the B setting, and it's just like almost 1/4 of the way up. You can use fresh air if you want, by the way. A lot of people clown on sound goodizer, but it sounds good, so I don't care. And then I just have a simple fruity delay. I right click the time, set, and 8 steps. That just spreads out the delay timing, so it doesn't delay like really fast. It delays like slower. And then I turned it down here. Then we have a little bit of a mid cut right here with just this default EQ that's on the mixer already, and then a big high boost right here. Now the next step to making our song sound good is by doing some ad-libs. So how do we do ad-libs? Well, we take this free preset and we right click it and we hover over file, we click save mixer state as, and we drag that over here onto a different insert. Now what we want to do is we want to come to our insert 1 and we put it right here. Now do the same so we can't hear ourselves, unroute it from the master, and then we just want to add a few simple plugins. So the first one that we're going to add is a flanges. So fruity flanges, it looks like this, and we're just going to keep it, we're gonna click here until we find one that we like, blah, blah, blah. We'll keep it as that one, fuck. Then we'll turn it down a little bit. The next thing we're gonna add is a panematic. This is gonna make it so it goes left and right in the ears. You don't have to do this, but I do recommend you do this. Turn up the speed so it goes a little bit faster. This right here, this is where it is in your ears, by the way. So if you want to like just look at it and tweak it from that, yeah, it looks like this now. Now we're ready to record some ad-libs. So in order to do that, we just want to literally think of some ad-libs and just fucking record them out. So I just did a bunch of random shit. I literally don't know how it's gonna sound, but we're gonna give it a listen, brother.
I done put a little money on her, now she thinking she could turn up.